Hi everyone, today we're back in my classroom. I have my passion planner over here and I'm just going to go ahead and fill it out with pictures and the last couple of weeks of lesson planning. This is basically my tried and true for planning for my future self, looking back at like pictures and assignments and homeworks and tests and quizzes and all those things. So I use my passion planner kind of to backfill everything that I've done so that the next years that I teach it, I know exactly what I did. So these are the supplies that I'm going to be using. I have my HP Sprocket. I've done a full review on this, so if you want to go ahead and watch that, I'll leave it up above. I have 4 different highlighters. These little HP Sprocket printers, they come in sets of 10, and my laptop to look at my website to see. I haven't filled out the last week, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, as well as my phone, because the Sprocket uses the phone to basically print all the photos. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is look at my class website and fill in all of the assignments that I haven't written down. I think I wrote in like finals and Christmas break, but I have 1 week here that is just completely blank, so I'm going to go ahead and fill that out. After I go ahead and write everything that I did that week, I usually go ahead and use different like highlighters to color code whatever I want. So I'm going to do homework assigned first. The study guide was due the day of the final, so I'm going to go ahead and write homework. The study guide due day of final. Highlight that blue. And then the light bulb page was due on the 16th. So I'll go, homework is light bulb page due 16th. Here we didn't have any classwork or homework. So I'll go on the 16th, I'll say light bulb is due. And then whatever's due, I go ahead and highlight it in an orange highlighter. And since here we have finals all the way through, I'll just go ahead and write study guide due, which translates to all the classes. I use my pink highlighter for any classwork and then the green for any tests and quizzes. Finals week, it's kind of self-explanatory that those are finals, so I don't go ahead and highlight those. What I like about the Passion Planner is they have a focus and good things that happened. Sometimes if I don't fill this out, I'll look back at my journal and kind of see like what good things happened, focus. Obviously, it was just to like prepare them for finals, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and write. And then I use this part right here of the personal to-do to write anything that I need to print. So for example, these were all of the like lab materials and things like that. So if I had here, it was the final schedule that I needed to print. Study guide, so that was just like computer paper, printed study guide, scrap paper. For bingo, we have the bingo sheets, expo markers, and then erasers. We need a printed light bulb page, and then printed honor study guide. Then on this week, which is this one right here, focus is definitely like grading. So grading late work and absent work, plus finals. Okay, so here we have basically just printed finals. I always have extra sharpened pencils, so number 2 pencils, Scantrons, lined paper, for any short answer. That's pretty much it. All right, so this is the part where I just kind of sift through my phone and find where the last part I printed pictures, because I don't need this like tomorrow or the next day. It's for next year. I kind of do it in batches because the Sprocket, I love it. I've had it for like 4 years and it works really well and the pictures never fade, but it takes a while to connect to the phone and to print and to load the pictures. So it's a whole process. So if I can do like a whole bunch at a time, it ends up saving me time. So looking back, the last time that I had actual pictures in it was the end of September. So we're gonna go back all the way to the beginning of October and see what kind of lab pictures and setup pictures that I want to print out. So the setup is really easy. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and I always charge it beforehand. So here the little guy is on, so we can see that that should be working. I'll go ahead and turn my Bluetooth on. So when you open up, it says like Sprocket would like to communicate, yes, allow. And then you can go ahead and start scrolling to see all the way back to October. So the first thing that I'm gonna go back and try to find is the Gravity Light Lab. So once I find the pictures that I want, I pick like maybe 2 depending on what I want. I'll go ahead and print this one. You can't really see the whole. This one's a nice setup, I think, and here they're counting the boxes. So I'm gonna go ahead and print this one. It says that your photo will now print, so since this is the first one, we'll kind of see. It usually makes some sort of noise. I hear it making noises, so it's definitely gonna go ahead and pop out. Perfect. So there is the first picture. I love the size of it. They fit perfectly in this size passion planner, which is kind of the 8.5 by 11. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. I think I like this photo as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and print it. And there it goes. Okay, so there is my second picture. Nature of Science check activity. I may have pictures for that. So this was the beginning of November. I have one picture here, so I'm gonna go ahead and print it out because that was a fun day. Okay, so here is the check picture. Going to continue on and see accretion lab. This is the nice picture of all of the cards for the Stellar Evolution Lab. The next pictures that I already see is the big balloon lab. So looking at this one, it depends. I had a couple of examples. Here I see they're like drawing it. This one's pretty good. There's a lot of brown though, so I may not print that picture. I did like this one, and it's white, so I'm gonna go ahead and print that one as well. So that was the lab. We have Thanksgiving break. Here was the lab again. Ooh, the marshmallow lab activity. Okay, so definitely this one I had the setup, so I'm gonna go ahead and print that one. And then if I go back, this one's nice because that was kind of the end one. Well, not the very last one because it's just one huge giant clump of marshmallow, but when they're fusing hydrogen to helium, this is the like second to last step. So I'll go ahead and print this one as well. Here they're just squishing them. There's a lot of brown, so I'm not gonna go ahead and print that. So if you see the message there, it says out of paper, reload the colored cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Usually whenever I'm printing a whole bunch, since there's only 10, I run through them. Here's kind of how I'm like laying them out so that I can print them all and then put them in the planner afterwards. So how you go and change them out is you like push it and then it opens up. We're gonna go ahead and take them out. I try not to obviously like touch these guys, and the blue card has to be on the bottom. Sometimes it's kind of hard to like, I put them in backwards, but we'll see if this one goes. So you kind of have to be careful, but you put the cover back on and then like clip it shut. And then I always check to make sure that the light is either on. I think it's still blinking. Here it's saying that it's printing. And when you have a new sheet, the blue paper should come out first. So if it's making noises and the blue paper comes out, that means that you loaded it correctly. If not, just flip all of those cards around and then it reads the barcode on the bottom, and then the blue card should start printing. So once it started like stopped making noise, you can go ahead and take it out. That's what basically it was scanning, and then it knows that there's paper in there and it's printing up that last one that I went ahead and printed. Okay, so that guy is done, and I think I only have maybe 1 week left. Pass out final schedule, make Jeopardy questions. I forgot to show you the printer finished, and because it was out of paper, it kind of like kicks you out of the app, so you have to go and find it. I have the Sprocket app. You go ahead and open it up, and then you can search for your pictures all over again. If no pictures are coming up, go ahead and tap this little picture, and then you have all of your photos again. I always have one picture that I have my Jeopardy game, and then since I'm choosing them anyways, where the kids are raising their hands, I like this one. What's nice is if you don't know if your picture is kind of in the queue or not, you can hit this button that says print queue, and then you'll know that this one's printing. So if you have a lot of them stacked up and you accidentally hit it twice, you can go ahead and delete that printer job so it doesn't print out like 3 pictures, just because they are expensive, you know, to buy the little papers and things like that. So you can kind of go back and see if you want like which pictures you have printed and which pictures you don't. So those are all of my photos. Okay, let's go to the beginning and go to October. So this is the last page that I had a picture on. We have this page, Gravity Light Lab. Sometimes if I have it on different weeks, I'll look to see if I want to split up my photos. But since both of them were on that day, I'm gonna go ahead and just put them here. What is really nice about these photos as well is they are double sticky taped. Don't need tape. I mean, it's kind of hard to like take the backing off, but once you do, it's sticky. Okay, so that's the top. Then we have the envelope lab. So going. Okay, I guess we skipped a while. I don't remember. Oh, there I have the check lab photo. We'll do accretion lab. Wait, just check nebular hypothesis. Here's the stellar evolution lab. Then we have the big balloon lab here, and I think we ended it here. So since I have 2 photos, but then I also have the marshmallow lab, and that's 2 pictures. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put both of the balloon labs here. Oh wait, that was Thanksgiving break. So after Thanksgiving break, we'll do the Big Bang balloon lab. Okay, so now we have the, oh no! What is nice about these is they're very easy to take off. If you mess up, you have to go a bit slowly. I kind of messed up that one, but they're pretty easy to remove. So that's what happens when you rush. So we have this one, and then Big Bang Balloon Lab for one of the days. We have the Big Bang Balloon Lab here and the Nuclear Fusion Lab. So I will put this here. I can move this one very carefully, just so they're like a little more centered. Not that it matters, but I don't know. It's kind of nice. I want to ruin my paper though. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is the setup, and this is the in-between. Then the last page is my Jeopardy game. So I'll put these 2 pictures in, and then I will be ready to go. 1 whole semester down. There we go, end of December. Good to go, just finals. And then it's gonna be winter break. Here is my quick run through of my first semester of teaching 2019. I got all my to-dos written here. I have a week focus, something good that happened. I love putting that in, as well as photos for my future self when I go ahead and teach. So this is what we did, and I'm just gonna go ahead and flip through so you can kind of see like the photos and all of that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a happy Christmas, a happy New Year, all of those fun things, and I'll see you in another video.